Oof. Okay. Hello, welcome to the slightly 6 minutes over the start time that we should have for the stream, but that's okay. We endeavor to be more punctual, but sometimes it just be like that. So I'm just doing some things so that I can share my screen in a little bit. I'm just grabbing some content. So that I don't need to look at my email inbox while I'm on stream. So let's just grab all of that, because I guess one of the things that we're going to try and do is, at the very least, we're going to try and we're going to try and start a blog post for open source design. Actually, I'm just going to have a quick read of this. Oh, amazing. But we'll have a look at our to-do list in a moment for sending through this and connecting up. I'd love to write a blog post for let's grab the open source design website up here. I know we have we don't call them blog posts, we call them articles. Article for the open source design community that speaks to the Kit Space project and your experiences, if that sounds good. I was going to write a draft and then share it with y'all. Oh, I don't like how emails automatically give you a smiley face emoji. I do not want a smiley face emoji, I just want the regular sideways smiley face. Let's do that. Okay, and then we've got some PRs to approve and look at. We've got this to look at, so let's get rid of that. We don't need to look at that. We don't need to look at that. And then we'll change the scene here on Twitch. Oh my gosh, no way. This is so funny. It's so funny the degrees of separation of people that you know. I'll talk about it when I share my screen, but I've just noticed that there's somebody that I used to know within this project that somebody shared. Oh, okay, let's start. It's one of those days today where the brain is pretty fuzzy. Even though we're on the second cup of coffee, the brain is pretty fuzzy today. Okay, so let's take a look at our tasks. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so today I've changed the to-do list site into a few sections. I've got ongoing tasks, which kind of are just things that I can do or need to do, PhD related mostly. as this is a PhD in open source stream. But then I've got a few things that I think specifically today I'm going to try and get done during the day. So the first thing that we're going to try and do, or want to focus on, is approving some of the open source design, open source contributions. And actually what we'll do is we'll add them in as we go through them. So we've got somebody here that has done, oh, so this is the issue comment. I've made a pull request there, modified the logo 144441 here. I moved it 5 days ago, moved the Open Collective SVG to the base HTML file, extended the button, LG class for SVGs, one for hover, one for default. This is to ensure the SVG match the font, awesome icons. Now the SVG goes white on hover, corresponding with other boxes. Excellent. Let's have a look at the changes, shall we? And we'll just do a little thumbs up. Because the tricky thing here was that the on the bottom of the open source design website, we have these buttons, and this one, and this one all do the same hover activity. So we've got border, blue text and a blue icon standard, and then when you hover it turns inverted white and then white. But with the Open Collective one, you can see that the icon doesn't do the same behavior as these other icons. And when inspecting those elements, it uses the Open Collective icon uses imported SVG, whereas the rest of these use, I believe, Font Awesome or another library. Yeah, it pull in from an icon library. But yeah, the CSS is a little bit different in the Open Collective button than the other button. And it looks like this person has had a go at changing that. So we're going to take a little look at their code and see if we can understand it, because we're not front-end experts here on the stream. We know enough to know maybe what's up, but we don't know enough that maybe this, like just reading the code, actually solves the problem. But we'll give our best read of it. Okay, so they've assigned the Open Collective logo SVG to a class. They've made a class LG logo for SVGs. So they've assigned that new class, which is this class that they've written, to the Open Collective one. Where's the class? So this is what they've deleted. Open Collective logo. Where's the LG class? Where is the LG class? Or maybe it's just assigned to all SVGs, which could be a problem. Ah, here we go. Class button LG. Okay. I think they should be okay. I'm gonna ask the person, could you kindly do a short screen recording of this PR's changes visually? I haven't got a development environment set up, but to me your code looks good. Also pinging a few others that might have a dev environment set up to also check. So we'll do that. Oh, I did a typo. I love doing typos. I end up doing capital letters too much. Right, so we're gonna have me as a reviewer. We're gonna bother Saptak again, because we always bother Saptak, and we're gonna bother Angelo again. We'll also maybe, who else might have a dev environment set up? I don't think anyone else would. I'm not actually 100% sure. There's got to be other people with dev environments set up, but these people are people that I for sure know that they will have that. So we'll just do this. We'll just do this real quick. And hopefully we should be all good. Milestone. This isn't website redesign. Good first issue. Yep. Okay. Doesn't need to change that. Yep. We've looked over at that, and then the second. Yes. So the second issue that we want to do. Spelling's grammar. Don't we change? What issue is this related to? Index. Which the job is job index. Let's just have a little look. No, we're going to reject this change because it's changing words. Your post will be displayed on our web pages and magazine. Job form. Okay, so we don't want this language isn't better than the original. It's a little confusing. Add a single comment. Post jobs, so it'll be in the jobs form. If you work on a, okay, so it's part of this text. So changing your posting to your post will be displayed on our web pages and magazine from again, it's not, it doesn't, no, I think I might have to we don't have a magazine. We don't have a magazine web page, so this is a strange addition. So I think that this pull request I think I'm gonna sometimes you gotta reject some PRs. I looked That's sad. It's always sad when your PR doesn't get merged, but when it's not good, you know. Who else can I ask? Okay. But we also have this issue that somebody has done some responses to. So I opened an issue about writing guidance on how to make a job on open source design successful. And I think this person, oh gosh, oh, God, we're really struggling today. I think this person wrote a document on how to do so. Does it have to be uploaded as a markdown file? Probably, yeah. Let's have a little look. Okay. Introduction. Hello everyone. If you plan on publishing a job post on the open source design, so we don't need that. Here are a few steps that can improve your post's coherence and visibility. An effective job post is not just about listing the requirements, it's about engaging with the community, being transparent about the role, and inviting potential collaborators to join your open source software journey. Job post template. When creating your job post, please use the following template to ensure all necessary information is included. This one, sadly, this form field is actually a little buggy in our form. If people add their GitHub username, sometimes the form doesn't submit. Actually, let me. I should check that as well. I should check whether that bug still exists. I think we might have fixed it. Oh no! Don't do that. Google. Be good to. Would be great to indicate what form fields are essential. Essential fields to fill in and which are not. Maybe using a star icon or just text that says essential. Place the bracketed content with your specific job details. Step by step guide. Oh, okay. Step by step. We don't need the 6. Step 1, greeting the OSD open. Let's just open source design. Ooh. Or the OSD community. OSD community is now welcoming time ahead. OSD friends and collaborators with thrilled to introduce them. Cool, that's nice. And in the section in your let's just get the jobs page open so that we're referencing the correct sections of the form. Okay. Job description. In the job description section. container is a lot of work, but it's a nice bit of work if you appreciate the meaning of the thing that you're doing. What other what other chat services do open source software projects use? I think most of them either use Matrix channels, Discord servers, or sometimes Zulip chats, for example. Not every designer contributor will have access to certain chat methods, chat services. So offering standard, offering it an email is always advised. Oh, God. What helps brains stop being fuzzy? I think I might need to go, like, stand underneath a very cold waterfall today. I think that might be what I need to do. To wake up. It's not, I don't feel sleepy. I just feel like fuzzy. Example, yep, contact information, role description. So one of the interesting things about, I love that somebody's made a contribution to this issue. In fact, I ideally would love more people to collaborate. I have eaten, yes, I ate some pretty mediocre toast, to be honest, when I woke up. And I'm on coffee number 2. I think I'm like got that like low level hum of sick. You know, I've got like some kind of head cold going on, and I think that sort of, you know, when your head kind of feels like unbalanced, it's like heavier on one side than the other. But anyway, probably what I need to do is get outside and kind of get some fresh air. I might head out and to go get some lunch and get some fresh air. Breathe more deeply. Yeah, it's not very sunny here today though, so I don't know if I'll get actually any sun at all. But as I was saying, I'd ideally love for more people to input into this like best practice for how to post a job on open source design, because like this in the role description is actually, we have a lot of people that want to ask designers for help, but they actually don't really know what to ask for because they don't feel like they're proficient in the kind of language to describe what they want a designer to do. They just know that they need help. So letting them know that they can just ask for help on design and not really know exactly what they want the designers do is also totally fine. So I'll write a second example actually. So let's take this format. Example number 2. And example number euro. We're a new and growing open source software project, and we'd like to make sure that our UI is great for all our users. We're not sure if we should start with research or UI designs, but we're interested in having designers contribute and help us understand how to make our open source software project great. Smiley face. But yeah. Perfect. So the rest of it is really good. This person's done such an amazing contribution. Here, I'm really, really proud and impressed of this contributor. I've never met them before, but I'm very, very happy that they put in the time and effort to make this contribution. Oh, actually, Jake, while you're on the stream and I can ask you a question, I've been meaning to ask you this question since my last stream. Is there a button on Streamlabs that allows you to mute your microphone? Because my external microphone that I use doesn't have its own like mute button on it, like that I can tap. So when I take a break away from my desk, I don't know how to actually mute my mic, because I actually can't find like the button in Streamlabs that is like, you know, mute, unmute mic. Okay, go into settings. Advanced audio settings. Right. This one. Hotkeys. I can't find the hotkeys. There's properties. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, that mutes the microphone. Okay, excellent, because I see the... Thank you. It's just because it's like a little audio icon and not a microphone icon. I didn't realise that that's what you press to mute and unmute. So yeah. Anyway, let's continue with this. Thank you very much for the tech support. Whether you're offering financial compensation or not, do mention the other benefits of being involved in your open source software project. For example, many designers want to contribute voluntarily to open source software projects in order to gain more experience working with teams of developers for building their own careers. You can, if true, you can mention that designers will get to work with developers or they may get to define their own project structure. Any benefits you believe are in your open source software project, a designer would love to know. Proficiency in a design software. Let's add Penpot in there, just because we are open source. We're open source girlies here. Understanding of user-centered design principles, experience with collaborative compensation, flexible hours, remote work options. Yeah, that's cool. Let's do again example number 1, and we're gonna take this format that this person has done, and we're also gonna add an example number 2, which is gonna be like understanding of terminal commands and home installation packaging, or willingness to learn. Understanding has done user testing on developer tools before, experience with collaborative design practices, compensation 0, but we offer experience with a complex. Oh, thank you, Jakey. Danke, Jakey. With complex developer UI, flexible hours with remote work options, and let's add. We'll send you stickers and t-shirt. Open source software t-shirt. There we go. T-shirt, singular. How to apply. Detail the application process. Include any forms, documents. Or the preferred contribution process. Include any forms, documents, actions should prepare, as well as any essential documentation, reading, or onboarding calls, or like community calls. Let's do again example number 1 and also an example number 2. Example numero 2. To become a contributor, please review our README documentation and our license. Yeah, okay. I still use English words, English spellings of words, but I should be using the American. Hey, CB. Welcome, moderator CB. It's lovely to see you. We're reviewing a really detailed contribution this morning, and also learning how to mute my microphone. Oh, hello, Tomazu. I noticed that you followed a couple of weeks ago. Welcome. there are 3 people. There are 3 people in the chat. Gosh, that's the most I've ever got for an open source software stream. And our license. Then like more for like contribution projects, please introduce yourself in our community chat / forums. When you're ready, add your design recommendations and improvements, as their own issues in our repository with appropriate labels. I feel like I'm making an assumption on this fake like open source software project that they have appropriate labels or create labels that help describe your issues. If you need help creating your first issue, then you can reach out to the maintainers at contact information. Anyway, closing statement. Conclude your job post on a high note. Reinforcing your enthusiasm. Yes, true. Reinforcing your enthusiasm for the new potential collaboration and inviting designers to apply. Oh, I love that. Yes. Let's innovate is a really contentious word within open source though. We're excited to see your applications / contributions and look forward to the possibility of your joining our... Oh, I love this message. It's so cute. Let's innovate together is good. Yeah. Designers often designers are a new and growing aspect role in open source software and often feel excluded or unwelcome in open source software spaces. The more you can do to help designers feel valued as contributors, the more positive your interactions will be. Groovy. This is such a good contribution. Amazing work. I'm blown away at how detailed and thoughtful your work is. Work on this issue is clapping emoji, rocket emoji, spelling error. I've added some extra examples and edited some words. Feel free to accept or reject those in the Google document as you see fit. I will not be upset if you don't like my writing. Like joy. No, right, smiley. As you see fit. I would recommend this be added both as a .md file in the jobs repository, and also a an article on the website. Oh, we got it all open. So I would also think it would great to add as a forum post, and also no, just maybe also as a forum post. If you want to make a visually exciting version in Canva, you do go ahead and we can upload the open doc files or like .pdf to the repo for people to see, but also embed in the article page. And then the other thing that I want to do with this is I would like to make sure that other people in the open source design have seen it. Okay, so we reviewed PR, and then we also reviewed issue 393. So let's just make sure we're doing, and then the last thing with 393 is we want to share with the wider OSD team on forum and / or signal chat. And let's just go. Let's grab that, and then let's just really quickly change to big cam. Just opening up my signal, so I didn't know which screen it would open up on. So we're just going to send to the wider OSD people. We had a really great contribution to an issue giving guidance on job posting, and I really recommend everyone takes a look. And I'm also going to pop that in the forum. Okay, so there we go. We're going to go over to the forum and do some little forum posting about that, because it's really great work. It's really cool work. But I think we even have a issue around job. In the design lounge, I think somewhere we've got a somewhere we had a forum post about how to make a great job post. Do you know what we're just gonna do? We're just gonna search the discourse job post. kept up with job postings. How to, yeah, there we go. There is. Update to this thread. Oops, I use so many smiley faces. I think I need to stop. Okay, perfect. Oh, it's Hans. Hello, from Ubuntu. Oh, okay, let's read this blog. The team over at Ubuntu are interesting as a team. They do a lot of really useful work, but they are, what's the word? What's the best way to describe this? They struggle to be given the freedom that they need in order to do design more openly and in a way that is like broadly beneficial. So we closed this PR without merging it because it wasn't all very good. The wording changes were not appropriate and or useful. And then there was another PR that we had a look at, which is not in the jobs repository, it's in the website repository. Oh, there we go. And we had a look at it. We had a look at the CSS. We are still unsure. We, as in me, are still unsure as to whether it is the best. Technical solution to things. Oh, look, they already did a video. Oh, amazing. Then if this works, I can approve it. Or at least I can be one of the 2 needed approvers for this. But amazing. Let's have a look. No. Yeah, I can. Sorry. I mean, sorry, I wasn't clear. A video of how the behavior looks on the button now. The changes have been made, like so, visually. What happens on the button icon? Sorry, I wasn't clear. Sweat. Smile. Okay, there we go. Communication asynchronously and via text is always going to be tricky. And we'll read this blog by Ubuntu. That'll be the next thing that we add to our to-do list, and we'll fill out their we'll fill out their thing. Save. We'll have a read. Read Ubuntu blog. Oh, we did. Oh, we didn't add this. Draft up the OSD blog re-kit space. We're just gonna straight up like right in here in the to-do tasks. We're gonna add kit space to our dictionary. Woo. Oh, it's really not a long blog post, yeah. Oh, it's literally a paragraph. Amazing. At Canonical, we're committed to open source principles and fostering collaboration. Over the last 20 years, Ubuntu's brand has become a leader in open source. With an open operating system, our community shapes Ubuntu's journey, and we recognize room for improvement in how we collaborate, particularly in design at Canonical. Despite most of our development being open source, our design processes often lack transparency, particularly in visuals, user interaction, and research. We're excited to announce that we kickstarted a working group within the design team with the mission to empower external designers to contribute to open source projects. Amazing. Our focus is on building resources that bridge the gap between designers and open source project maintainers, making it easier for designers to dive into projects and for maintainers to receive valuable design contributions and feedback. Before we figure out how to support you, we're checking out ongoing open design initiatives and understanding the needs, motivations and interests of designers and project maintainers. We're learning tons along the way and prioritising ideas on how to move forward. As we kick things off, your input would be invaluable in shaping our efforts. Therefore, we are inviting open source maintainers to participate in the survey to give insights. That's very cool. I will, again, change to Big Cam because I'm opening up my work Slack and I just kind of want to make sure that I'm not going to accidentally give away all of the secrets everywhere. And then I've done that, I've shared that with my workmates, and then we're gonna change back to the multiple scene. We're gonna fill this out. Whether you're an open source maintainer or a designer who's considered contributing to open source, Canonical's Open Design Working Group wants to hear from you. Actually, do you know what's one of the things that I should probably do? Open this up. Oh yeah, cookies. There's no share button. But what we will do is we will straight up go to Twitter and we'll post. It's super cool to see at Ubuntu. Looking at opening up design practices to design contributors. Really excited to see how and where this goes in the future. Designers, make sure you read and respond to the survey. Is it tacky to use like so many emojis and stuff? Maybe it is tacky, but we're old. What is your role? I am a designer. I am also an open source maintainer. I'm going to take both. Cool. How do I rate my level of experience as a designer? This is probably going to be the one question that everyone really struggles to answer. Is going to be well, I don't know. Maybe more people have more. You can go Big Cam to answer this. No, unless it asks me for personal identifying information, I will continue to not to be this Cam. I don't want to put myself a 5. I'm not an X. I'll just put 4. Let's not lose sleep over this. Have you made any design? Yes. 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 No, not yet, actually. No, not yet. Design feedback and other. What originally motivated you to contribute design to an open source project? Well, originally we were at Ushahidi. No, it wasn't technically tied to the funding. The original motivation was that there were 2 of us doing, our job was improving the design of open source software, and we were like, there's got to be more of us, and so we wanted more people. As a team of 2 designers in OSS, we wanted to meet and collaborate with more designers not in Western Europe and the USA. So we got more involved in OSS contribution. That's the origin story. How many design contributions have you made to open source in the last year? It's probably between 5 to 10 or 10 or more. It sort of depends on whether you consider paid contributions, which is always a contentious conversation depending on who you talk to. Some people consider paid contributions not to be contributions because they're not contributions that you've done because it is out of the goodness of your own heart. 10 or more there, let's put 10 or more. Supporting the free and open internet. Being in community with like-minded people, those that want open access and inclusion, and improving my design skills and my other technical skills that aren't design. Making friends with cool nerds. And going to cool conferences. The real reason anyone contributes to open source software, making friends with cool nerds. Please list the projects you've submitted to. Okay, please provide a link. Danger Zone. Oh no, Danger Zone. Open source design.net. What else have I contributed to this year? Like self-initiated like projects. What this year? Oh no, just any of the projects you've submitted to. Okay. This is, they're gonna read this and be like, oh, we know who this is. And like other scientific open source software. What's the CMS, the web CMS system? Civi CRM, Open Food Network, Spree. The other one, WordPress, I guess, and also Drupal, and also the other one. What's the other one? Oh my god, it's like a web CMS. Wagtail. Pip. Just and like lots more I cannot remember the names of. Which obstacles do you think are most likely to prevent designers from contributing to open source software projects? No. Yes. 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 For B, for D, more folks in a way that is like bridging the communications between like disciplines. And for F, it's more the lack of understanding why design can be useful for OSS and that it doesn't go against open source software principles to have good design. Which I hope the meaning of that is understood. 4 as well, I guess. Well, no, let's do 3. I'm less of a good maintainer than I am a designer. Open source design.net, sustain design and UX and the podcast. Plus the podcast. And then like my own yes. I mean, all of the above. Yeah. Hang on a minute. What was that one? Are you satisfied with the non-code? Yeah. Yeah. It's really good. Yeah. They're really good. They're not very frequent, but they're very good. Which obstacles do you think are there for needing the design, lack of proper tooling? No. What obstacles do you think are the most likely to prevent open source projects from receiving the design attention they need? Yes, this one. No, not that one at all. Not that one. Yes. Inclusion and respect for each other's professions. Also an assumption that design always means refactoring code when it does not. It's too difficult for designers. Absolutely disagree. Do you agree with the following statement? Or just drop in lack of? Yes, absolutely agree. So anything? Thank you for doing good work, and please consider opening up this survey's research responses so they can add to the growing amount of design plus open source software research. Sure. You are so welcome. Can I tweet it? It does the link without a thing. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yay! Amazing. I love it when I get some good retweets from cool people that I know. Okay, right, we're going to take a little break. We're at 12 p.m. We've got another just under an hour. We're going to see how many more of these things we can do while on stream, and then we're gonna finish up the stream. Some of these things I wasn't expecting to get done on stream, to be honest. But the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to read through this report which is related to the Kit Space project. We had some really interesting and lovely communications from the Kit Space team that used the Open Source Design Jobs Board to recruit a designer to help them, and we had some responses about the designer that got involved and why they got involved, that it was a good opportunity, everyone had a good time, and that they produced this report as part of it. And the funny thing is when I opened the link to this report, is this person here, Sharuki, or Sharuk Al Attar, really cool person that does amazing like electronic engineering work. Also has like a really amazing like series of socials about like women in STEM, or like and non-binary people in STEM subjects. But I used to go to the same anarchist squat as them for a while, which is lovely, in my youth. But anyway, there we go. It's funny how many people are connected in the spaces that you're connected in after many years. Be right back, and now I'm actually going to mute my mic this time. Okay, we're back. Back. Sorry, I had to do my Duolingo. Otherwise I was going to lose my streak. My next streak goal, let's just do that. If anyone's interested in my streak, I am on day 440 of my language streak on Duolingo. Oh, thank you. I really need to change my graphic for my Be Right Back. I'm using a lot of the default graphics going on, and that upsets me, honestly. So I need to create some nicer graphics. Maybe Jakey, do you want to have like a graphics making? If Jakey's even still here, I don't know. But if you want to have like a graphics making session, we can do it on Canva or something. I don't know. But okay, let's take a little. You are here. Yeah, let's. We can do like a nice graphics making session. That would be good. IOPEC report, November 2022. Findings from the Internet of Production Electronic Components project to develop an open standard to aid repairability of electronics products. Love that. Well, I hope that your server deployment stops fighting with you. As outlined in the initial statement of purpose, the Internet Production Alliance and Kitspace bringing together interested parties draft a new standard for open electronics design data. The standard will focus on design information and documentation of electronics components, assemblies and sub-assemblies with the goal of repair, reuse, replication, reach. Love that. I love all the right to repair stuff. Actually, I was thinking, I keep needing to remind myself that even though I could think that I need a new laptop from a company that earns enough from making laptops, I was thinking, I can't remember the name of the company, but they make like fully. They did a talk at the Ubuntu Summit, but they do fully like modular laptops, so you can like, it's very easy to swap out things in their laptops. It does, even though I'm an open source girly, it does still feel like a big step moving like to an operating system, like an open source operating system, and not basically like Mac iOS. It feels like necessary, but also scary at the same time. Yeah, I'm also worried about saying that I want art, because I feel like it's like, you know, that there's like some kind of listening device for art bots. But yeah. I've been making, one of the things that I've been doing lately, CB, is I got inducted into doing better social media content, for being like a person who just produces better social media content related to the things that they do work-wise in the public. And so I've been creating a lot of different social media graphics using just Canva templates. But honestly, gotta love these Canva templates. They're really, really good. They're really, really good. They take a lot of the just the pain of like making social media post like visuals out of like that. So it, you know, I don't feel bad using them. But I'm already up to several different posts. Some of them need proper editing, but this is mostly for Instagram. But yeah, I've been making different social posts for the various things that I've done at Superbloom. So Jake, stop it. Jake. Right, we're reading this report. I don't really know much about electronics, but I'm curious to know. So this person is the person that did the design contributions, um, which is very cool. Why do you feel like a fraud when you make graphical things? Is it because is there an assumption that you should know something about a particular way of doing things? Um, I am very much in the camp of make visual things that you enjoy yourself. They don't have to, like, especially if you're not kind of doing it for the money and you're doing it for your own, like, your own socials, your own promotions, your own, like, enjoyment. Make things that you like, enjoy seeing. Oh, feeling like you shouldn't try as I'm not capable enough. I mean, I know that a lot of open source design people would like try and just fully end me if they caught me saying this, but I actually really love Canva. I think it's a great tool um, for like making layouts and design and things more accessible. I also think it's ripe for, plagiarism, which sucks, but I think it's really, really, like, anything that helps people get into a creative expression is good in my books. And then just having the critical thinking knowledge of knowing when and what things to use within those repositories is just that thing is the thing that will stop like plagiarism or like other bad things from happening. But yeah, video editing, cool. Yeah, the videos, I enjoyed watching the shorts on your YouTube channel actually. So yeah. I'm just going to skim this report. I'm going to see where we can see any design process. Oh, but design processes. So did the person do... Yeah. Research work, yeah. They mainly did research work. That's so cool though that they did this via like open source contributions. I'm sure when you get the time and the energy you'll make like higher quality things, but I enjoyed them for the experience of watching them. I think what was the short that I remember watching a few times? It was because your face was really surprised. It was when you did your gauntlets only or melee only like thing. I think I don't know the terminology particularly well, but I just remember enjoying that short a lot. Okay. So I imagine that the open source designer did a lot of like this research work, which is comments from users that informed the report. Cool, which is groovy, really cool. Hmm. Very cool. Okay, so let's try and draft something here. So here at Open Source Design, we don't often talk about the ways in which we, as an open source community project, help and impact the wider open source software ecosystem in a positive way. But recently we spoke with a project that had previously advertised a need for designers to become involved in the project and offer design contributions. We recently spoke with a project that was previously advertised need for designers to be involved in design contributors and had great success. We also managed to speak with the designer that had been involved in order to understand where they were coming from and how doing open source contributions to the project helped them and their career goals. Pardon me. The project was Kit Space. We'll grab. Pardon me. Gotta love it when the chat has their own conversation. Project was Kit Space. I think I remember meeting the Kit Space people. They're really lovely. And they were looking for. Let's see if we can remind ourselves what Kit Space looked for. No, we don't want that. We want GitHub. Hang on a minute. What's Martin up to? Okay. Not much. Do you know I was reminded when I was looking through my Google Calendar yesterday that next week is the GitHub Maintainer Summit, which should be very interesting. Looking forward to it. I think it's next week anyway. If I haven't gotten that looked too many weeks in the future. Is it this one? So we've got two Kit Space ones. Where's the other list? Oh, okay. I think it's just this one. I think that's the only one that Kit Space opened. Yeah, okay. Kit Space is looking for help to improve the user experience for a new user that wants to add a new project. I love this. Described as a thingiverse for electronics. Very cool. Groovy. Right, we can link this MD in the well, let's looking for help to improve. There we go. ended up getting help from a designer. Did we close the report? Designer Kenza, who yeah. Experience. It's a joyful experience to be able to mention and publish this successful interaction between open source software developers / projects and designers. We are committed to making sure there is space on the big open internet for developers in open source software projects to discover interact with and collaborate with designers that are involved in open source software, and we hope to continue to support as many open source software projects and designers in the future. Cool. Let's make this its own page, and then we will send it to both the people. We're gonna go big cam for a second just to do some Google Doc stuff, and then sending it on to some of the open source software, open source design team members. So we're just gonna not show you my Google Drive. So this is the blog draft, and we're going to drop it in here. Successful open source design jobs. Okay, space. And user research in their internet of production. Internet of production. Okay, report. Okay, cool. Right, so we can comfortably we can add that underneath the pip as well. And then we're probably going to end the stream just a little bit early, just because I'm the hungry. And I need some fresh air. Blog draft. And then we're going to just go back to the scene. Martin, yeah, GG Martin. I would love to meet Martin. I would love to bump into Martin. I would love to formally meet Martin. I think at one point when I was on my very enthusiastic advocacy stuff to do with open source design or open design practices, I think I was a little over. No, I don't think I was too overzealous in trying to meet up with Martin, but I certainly tried to organise a meeting just to talk about GitHub a little bit more. I think, has he since moved on from GitHub? I think he may have. So yeah, I think there's probably a reason why he doesn't want to bump into me, because I'm a little overzealous with my hello. Hello, can you please talk to me about something which you probably can't do much about? And then the other thing that I need to finish today off stream, although I was hoping to do some on stream, was I've got this presentation that I'm working on. So this talk that I've given a few times now, this is the talk that I'm doing for Design Matters Tokyo. And I am slowly but surely adding in the finalized content, as well as my correct speaker's notes for translation. So where did I get up to? I think I got up to this slide because I was on the Ushahidi, and I was actually considering taking out this slide about Ushahidi. I want to keep it because it still sort of is contextually relevant to the projects, but it feels a little weird with it coming after talking about some Superbloom specific work. But I might see what other people think about how it flows. I also wrote a draft blog article post for open source design website around one of the successful jobs that I've been emailing Yeah, so I think I'm around about here when I need to just finalize my speaker notes, and then I need to think about what content I might be able to cut or optimize, because I've only got half an hour talk. It's really hard to do. It's really hard to write. Right, okay, folks. I'm going to call it a day for streaming. We managed to get through all of these tasks. That's pretty good. We managed to write a blog draft. Then we managed to also send it over to a few folks. Off stream, I'm also going to send it to the people that I was talking to on email, the kit space people and the designer. Yeah, and we'll do that off stream. And yeah, we should feel good about our levels of productivity today. We got through a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that we still need to do. We still need to continue reading The Cathedral and the Bazaar and making notes. We also still need to continue reading some of the dense information from the International Federation for Red Cross. There's lots of things we need to do, but next time. Oh, cool. Yes, please. Yeah, please. Well, so, I mean, I'd love to meet him. I am definitely less, what's the word? He's not in my sort of laser sight focus for like having conversations about that kind of stuff anymore. So I'll just have like a casual chat. But it would still be nice to say hello. And not, what's the word? Proselytize, like not preach. Open source design stuff to him. I think we've definitely been in the same spaces together. I think he was at the All Things Open conference at one point. But anyway, right, folks, I'm gonna go get some fresh air. Hopefully some sunshine and also some food. I hope you all drink water, get exercise, straighten out your backs, and stretch nice and wide, and eat healthy. Oh, I'm glad you've got sunshine CB. And we'll see you all for the next stream next week. Oh, yes, stretching is important. Bye-bye, everyone.